In this video, we're going to talk about a really fun topic of warm versus cold ad traffic, because there's a really common mistakes. I would say it's 100% of the time occurrence mistake.
This video is brought to you by OppiePie's Academy.
When first time marketers try to run their first ads, they think that they're going to create an ad and then run it, and a lot of new people will see it, and those people will go to their website, and that traffic that you get will buy. But there's a problem here, a very fundamental problem, where cold traffic does not buy. These people that you're going to run your ads to, they just learned about you. They don't know you. They're not going to buy, or at best, they're going to rarely buy. So what's going to happen is you're going to spend $10 in ads to make 50 cents or $1. It's going to be incredibly disproportionate in most cases. Not in all cases, because all cases is just such a wide variety. But most of the time, this is exactly what happens. Cold traffic needs to start trusting you. They don't trust you. Nobody buys from anybody who they don't trust yet. You need to build a relationship, build a trust with them. So the secret in driving sales is to warm up the traffic. So there's a couple of strategies to warm up the traffic. Strategy number one, retargeting ads. These are the ads that follow you around. I'm sure everyone has been to a website where you went to a website like Amazon, you clicked on a product, and then the ad for that product follows you around the web. You can set up the very same thing. These are called retargeting ads, and they only show up for people who have already come to your site or visited some property of yours, maybe your Facebook page or something, and they're not cold. They've already seen you. Maybe they've engaged to some degree. So they're a little bit warmer. So the clicks typically are cheaper. That traffic is cheaper, and they're typically more highly engaged, and they buy at a higher rate. The challenge with them is that usually for a small business, there's a small audience of people who have already engaged with you. There's not a big pool of people to run these ads to. So yes, it's a great thing to do for almost any business. Bring back people who have already visited your site, sure. But it's not going to be the groundbreaking strategy on its own, because it's just a small amount of people we can drive to our site with that. So solution number two, lookalike audiences. And by the way, we'll be doing strategy 1 and 2 in this course. So don't worry about it. I'll actually walk you through the steps, and I'll show you how to set these up. So the lookalike audience is basically you give Facebook a sample of your current audience, your current traffic, and then they profile that traffic and they send you similar traffic that is kind of like the traffic you're already getting, but new people. And then you have them visit your site, and then you run the retargeting ads to them. This solves the problem of that small sample size, because Facebook is going to get you a large sample of traffic based on the small example you gave them. And so this is lookalike audiences, audience that look like yours, but Facebook has probably millions and millions of similar types of people. So now you'll be able to get more traffic that way. Now let's talk about strategy number 3, combining a few things. So collecting email is the next step, because if you do that lookalike audience strategy and you have people come to your site and you have them sign up for your email newsletter, now they're engaged more. You can send them your regular emails, something called an autoresponder, perhaps, where you have a set of automated emails that are pre-written, that people get a sequence of emails, maybe 5, maybe 10, to kind of warm them up to your business. So you send those emails and use the retargeting ads. Yeah, so they're much more engaged. You're hitting them from at least 2 sources, the retargeting ads and the emails. And perhaps they sign up through social media, maybe not, but at least this. And then you do this to this large sample set of people, and over time, they have a higher chance of warming up and buying, especially as long as they don't unsubscribe from your email newsletter. You can keep sending them emails, and your goal is essentially not to so much sell immediately with the email, but to give them value somehow, like real value, not like here's my basic ebook. So value, not how you conceptualize it, but true value for them, where they go, oh wow, this is great. And then, of course, the trust is built and they'll buy over time. And perhaps they'll buy a lot of things over time. So that's the strategy for ads. You see, it's not the initial one. People think, oh, I'm just going to send people to my website with ads. No, it's really a more complicated situation. And we're going to go over this all except for how to write your emails, because this is not a course about that. But everything else we'll cover. And I'll walk you through exactly step by step.